Good day, everybody. Today we're going to talk about the power of propaganda and the all-powerful media paradigm. After several years of rising political tensions, World War I erupted in the year 1914. I have to be careful not to make this into a historical class, but it's important for us to realize the impact of this war on our topic. First of all, that the war was brewing was quite apparent for all in the Western world. Newspapers, magazines, and even up and coming mass medium of the radio gave a lot of attention to the political and military maneuvering on the European continent. A student of media history might be surprised to read inflammatory feature articles and hear radio broadcaster go the world, leaders to rise up against the enemy. In short, some in the media landscape were actually campaigning for an aggressive stance and seemed to be looking forward to a coming conflict. Perhaps under the misconception that it would be a short and relatively clean skirmish that would restore the preferred balance of power, in reality, populations all over the world were bombarded with patriotic messages and a call to arms. Of course, this wasn't the only content in the media landscape, but several years later, scientists that studied what happened noticed that were two correlating variables. Media that were campaigning for war and patriotism, and a motivated patriotic population set for war, and many men volunteering to be a soldier in one of the bloodiest wars the continent had ever seen. When the war started, all sides made use of massive propaganda campaigns. That's another important concept from our field, propaganda. It's often referred to as one-sided, biased, and unobjective communication. Jowett and O'Donnell defined propaganda as the deliberate, systematic attempt to shape perceptions, manipulate cognitions, and direct behavior to achieve a response that furthers the desired intent of the propagandist. The world had in 1914 never seen such a huge push to influence. So many at the same time with use of mediated communication. The political and military leaders had perhaps learned their lessons from the ancient Greek and Romans. They too wielded the sword of communication as if it was just one other weapon in their arsenal, piercing the minds with its persuasive message. Again, scholars who studied events directly after the First World War noticed a correlation between an intensive propaganda attempt and all kinds of effects that were assumed to be the effect of this propaganda. It was seen as a reason why soldiers marched cheerfully into war, why the home front showed such a uniform support and respect for their military, why enemy soldiers decided to defect in mass, to be imprisoned in military camps for the remainder of the war. The importance of World War I on communication theory is, to put it simple, it created a huge belief in the power of mass communication through the media. We call this the all-powerful media paradigm. Thank you for listening. Till the next time.